Hello, this is Dr. Young, and I'm going to go over your Week 7 assignment. Assignments. There's more than one. Week 6. Why did I say Week 7? Week 6. I apologize. Okay. So we have we're talking about training a lot this week. For your discussion posts, you're going to think about different types of training methods. Make sure to read your text. Feel free to do some research online. Also read your presentation. Respond to all of the following prompts in the class discussion. In your opinion, how does global training implement each of the 4 phases of the job training process? And then cite an example for each. And then suppose you were setting the training standard at your firm, which is a global organization for all employees. Which training methods would you most likely use and why? Which method would you be at least likely to use and why? Understand that global training is different, and you'll be reading about it. You have to consider laws and legislation of the land, cultural issues, and things like that. So make sure that you read about that and research that and tell me more about it. As usual, you need 2 responses per class or for question, and make sure that you give me at least a paragraph, which is a minimum of 5 sentences, because I'm seeing too many short responses. In your individual work, you're reading a case about onboarding. You're going to read the case and answer questions 1 through 3 on page 280 and analyze each company's approach to training in terms of needs assessment, design, delivery, and evaluation. And it says here, if the case provides insufficient information to support an assessment of a company's needs assessment, design, delivery, and evaluation, make an educated guess based on the other information you have about the company. Okay, so we're going to go to this case right now first. Let's see. 280. Alrighty. Here we go. I need to go to 279 because it starts there. I apologize. All right, here you go. Here's the case. 21st century onboarding. So you're going to read the case and then answer the 3 questions. The case introduces 3 companies of very different sizes. Now, you see that it's introduced the 3 companies, right? So you're going to answer questions 1 through 3. And then you're going to do the second part of the assignment, which is for each company, analyze the company's approach to training in terms of needs assessment, design, delivery, and evaluation. So this is a 2-part assignment. So make sure that you do both parts. Also, this paper needs to be a minimum of 2 pages long, 2 full pages. So make sure that you follow that guideline. Again, APA format needs to be followed. If you have any questions about APA style, you need to go to this website for the OWL at Purdue. It's a great site. You need to make sure to include in-text citations and a properly formatted reference list for your papers. And you need to follow APA style as far as double spacing, indented paragraphs, title pages, running heads, and abstracts. All of that needs to be in your papers because that's what APA style means. So make sure to follow it. Oh, I'm going to the site. There we go. This is a great site. Make sure to follow it. If you want a sample paper, here's an APA sample paper. It'll help you format your paper. You can just pull this up along, your whatever else you're doing when you're working on the paper doing your rough draft. I mean, it pretty much gives you a format. And it's a great resource. I would use this every time I wrote a paper. and just make sure that, I've got the spacing and the indentions and everything right. Running head up here, page number. So anyway, that's this site here. It's a great site, and it's very helpful. I know you're just learning APA format. It takes a lot of practice, but, this is a very good tool to use. So that's really all there is for this week. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. I'll be happy to assist you. And please use the Everest Online Library when you're doing research. And make sure not to use websites like Wikipedia, eHow, about.com, because they're not very credible. Also, I'm noticing some high Turnitin scores. You need to keep your Turnitin scores around 20 or less. If it's higher than that, I'm going to be suspicious and I'm going to look at it. And if I see things that are written word for word from another site, I might give you a 0 for that, because that's plagiarizing. And that's not something that you should know not to do that. But make sure you can repeat questions in the document if you have to. I'd prefer you not do it, but if you have to, that's okay. But if I see a score and I see it's just that's in there that's causing the Turnitin score to be high, I'm not going to say anything to you at all. But if it's not that, then I will. So just make sure that your Turnitin score is kept low and you're writing everything in your own words, paraphrasing. Okay, thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you this week, and have a great, I look forward to hearing from you in the threads, and have a great week.